Hello once again, guys. This is OWTMS. Sorry, I'm logging down just a little bit. Signing back on for another part of Final Fantasy 1 GBA. Now, it's been a little while since I were here, so okay, we're in the Marsh Cave. What was I doing in my recording exactly? I have no idea. So, anyway, I'd really like to apologize for my, for the lack of volume, I guess I could say, in the first 3 parts. I was gonna take them down to fix them, but then I thought, that my voice is really quiet, the sound is really loud. I don't know how well you guys can really, tolerate that, I guess, is my point. So, if you guys have actually gotten this far and are watching this episode, this is kind of my plea for you guys to give me some feedback. Just go ahead and heal mode there. And with that, why don't we get started with this part, so hopefully see what we're trying to block. And we got some more undead enemies here. Now, what I didn't actually mention is, while you cannot use the cure spell on these guys, okay, no, you can't use that either. I was thinking you might be able to use High Potion, because you're able to use healing spells on enemies to actually deal damage to them. On the dead enemies, to deal damage to them in other games. But in this game, you have the Dia spell, that's not really necessary. In other games, they pretty much remove the undead damaging spells, because I guess they figured fire and, white magic were pretty much good for that. And, they'd be right, because it pretty much does. It's kind of good damage here. I mean, those are just regular hits, so about 100 each. Those were 12 March hits, so I guess that's to be expected. Honestly, I don't want to fight them. But I guess I can just use Fear. I keep forgetting I have that spell, somehow. It just completely slips my mind at certain points in the game where I figure, I'll just take all these guys on with my, my melee attacks. And then I realize I could use magic the entire time. I don't know, it gets me. Good thing I remember this battle, because there are a lot of enemies there. Sorry, it's been a little while since I've actually, completed this area. It's quite a bit of a maze. It's called the Marsh Cave, a maze game. I don't think it's called that in any original location, so it doesn't bother asking. Although I guess it could be referring to that in some weird twisted way. So forgive me if I'm wrong. I have no idea. I might just be going for that second deck. That makes sense. Okay, I kind of mix, talking out the side of the deck, pretty sure that. But, yeah, let's move past that now. I was gonna say something stupid that had to do with, March, days somehow. Well, it's not really stupid, it's just, it would require a lot of, it would take a lot of commentary time, and I'm not prepared to talk about anything related to the game right now. Okay, we already went over these enemies. Crawlers, paralyze you, and blood bells on HP. Fighting on his regular enemy later. I didn't already say that, which I know that I did, but I'll say it again so I can get back to it. Wow. Already 4 minutes in. It's like, sometimes the time goes by fast, and other times it goes by kind of slowly. I didn't think that more time than 4 minutes would pass, but I mean, sometimes you think it's been 3, and you look at the timer, and you're like, oh, it's been 7, whoops! And I mean, when I have, basically a 10-minute limit to do my videos, it's quite a few minutes. I mean, initially I was going to start my LP, when I got a better recording system, or a paid for a cheaper recording system. As I said before, I'm still recording with kind of the trial version of Bandicam here. I don't know if I'm going to buy it, because it's not really that good. It's kind of I mean, it's good for my purposes now, I think. You know, it serves its purpose well. Chest is cool there. Nothing here except hiding down right, probably. Yeah. As I said before, green slime, you're probably going to want to use magic on them, unless there's like one. Because their physical attack is kind of nasty if you're low level. Which I'm not, and I think they only have like 12, 15 maybe, I honestly don't remember. It's not that much though, so you can kill them with physical attacks, but yeah, since I didn't mention this, they can also poison you, which is why I carry enemies around, you know, like bags. I'm gonna freeze in this battle because, well, yeah, I don't want to waste magic too much like health. I don't want to take too much damage from poison there, so that I can conserve my action. Alrighty. Yeah, generally the empty rooms, kind of the thing Final Fantasy hint here, is that mostly the empty rooms in Final Fantasy games have higher encounter rates. So, if you end up in one of those, you probably want to get out of there as fast as possible. Now, that's also sometimes I think the case with rooms with Genesis in them. I could be wrong. I know it's not always the case. It's not always the case in fantasy games, but there are certain areas where the encounter is just as high. A lot of damage is pretty good with fire. Now, it's kind of hard to explain at this point in the game. This is the bestiary, as I showed before. Basically, as you kill enemies, you can go in here, you can kind of see their little drop table. It shows you their guild EXP amounts. I'm pointing at the screen like a retard, like you can see me pointing. You know, shows you their magic spends, attack, their stats basically, HP, and the number that you've defeated. It also shows you the treasure that you can acquire from them. And by the treasure you can acquire from them, I mean, like, it basically is their drop table. It shows you the amount of guild, EXP, and the item you can drop. Most enemies can drop some sort of item. That's not necessarily true though. I mean, not all of them. Like, you'll notice how the Gigas Worm, or the Black Widow for example, does not have any items to drop. The Werewolf doesn't either, but the Water Wolf does. Actually, I don't know if that's true or not. I think most enemies, if not all, have drops. I think it just... I think it really only appears though. Excuse me. Throat is being kind of rough here. If you actually get the drop from that. So it doesn't really tell you anything you didn't already know from the battle on this. It just kind of reminds you and shows you exactly how many that you know, basically smash and how many in their stats and stuff. So yeah, it's a helpful tool if you fought an enemy and you know you're LPing and you want to show off enemy stats, or you want to know yourself how much HP an enemy has because you're curious. It's, you know, useful for many different things. I'm kind of at a level now where enemies are getting kind of easy, which is tedious. Alright, so these doors found my missing keys. We'll actually be coming back here later to sorry. Okay, this is the item with the crown. But this fight is kind of long, so we're going to save that for next time on Final Fantasy 1 GBA. So anyway, thanks for watching. I guess have a good day.